Hi, I am Ashley Adamson, and I'm here to talk to you about trans topics, specifically what it's like to be like a trans woman a few years down the line, so you can start to get an idea what it's like to transition. This is kind of like different depending on who you are and where you live, and what kind of resources you have and what kind of personality you have, what kind of experience. It's highly contextual, so I cannot say that results are typical for anyone, but for me, I've had an amazing experience. Some of the things I'd like to tell you, more generally speaking, is that once you transition, it's sort of like you're getting a whole makeover, and not just externally, but also internally too. Like you are changing on some spiritual and physical, emotional and mental levels. Your brain is going to actually be reconfiguring itself, and you're going to experience some changes that are personality shifts. But these personality shifts are not personality shifts that are out of your control. They're actually just becoming more of who you are. They're finding this, it's kind of like returning to center. If someone pushes you off balance, eventually you can find you're like, whoa, whoa, and then you find your balance and you kind of like feel, okay, this is right. Well, if you're trans and you haven't been embracing who you are as being trans, you've actually always been like this, balancing. And when you find who you are and you find what you're comfortable with and you find what feels right to you, you actually start to feel very balanced in who you are, which can be an accelerant to making new friends because you know the types of people that you want to be connected to. The downside of this is being a trans woman also means that you may find people that don't accept you and are going to create friction. And that's sad that they don't accept you, but it's not your fault for them not accepting you. It speaks more to them than it does to you. So keep that in mind when you're experiencing this transition, because you don't want to keep around people that are going to be holding you back or people that are actually going to be making you feel worse or trying to stop you from doing what feels right to you inherently. So you have to let go of some people, and with that, you'll make space for people that are going to be so amazing and so loving and so kind to you. And that comes back to your personality too. Like, are you kind of person that's social? Can you reach out? Can you make friends? There's a lot of community that I started with and that I highly recommend, online as well as offline, that can really help you take the steps and find the confidence in yourself to do that. Oh yeah, and this is the last thing. I am so much happier now that I've transitioned. I remember a few months into my transition, my roommate said, I can't see a physical difference, but I can see a huge difference in how much happier you are and how much more full of life you are. And I would say that is probably the most amazing and important thing that's happened to me over the past few years, is I feel so rich with all of the life that I'm experiencing. It's like restarting your life and seeing everything from a different lens, getting to experience things in a totally different way. You go out as a woman instead of going out as a man. The expectations of you are different. Dating is different. Talking to girls, talking to guys, just doing everything is different. It's so amazing, and it can totally be overwhelming too. Let's not forget that. But the upsides are just so great. And over time, you get used to things. And so you can start to chip away at other stuff. Now, I know it's super overwhelming if you're early in your transition or you haven't even started transitioning. And I'm making videos for all of you that are asking questions or wanting to know more about being transgender. So please like and subscribe. Write some comments down below if you have questions that you'd like me to answer or make videos about. And I'll see you in the next one. As they say in Germany, tschüss.